There are a few things I like more than meditating in the sunshine. I try to do it every day. It provides a form of relief for me, which is the column that we are studying on the happiness grid this week. So I figured I'd do the meditation out here. I've got a broad space. I see chickens, I see the sun, I see the birds, I see the trees, and just that alone provides relief. So let's do a practice. And the goal is to practice this over the course of the week. Just explore it and see if you can find even subtle moments of relief. Shinzen Young is the founder of Unified Mindfulness, and one thing that he said that really stuck with me over the years is subtle is significant. So sometimes the sensory experience that you're having, in particular things that are pleasant, those show up as very subtle. But don't think that they don't matter, because subtle experiences over the course of time, especially if there's a whole bunch of them, they can create momentum in your practice and they can be super important. So let's go ahead and get comfortable. If you're laying down, that's perfectly fine. If you're sitting up tall in a chair, I recommend putting your hands in your knees, straighten the spine, relax the shoulders, relax the jaw, and just spend a moment noticing the body, noticing the sensations of the body, and see if you can take a broad view. Notice the whole body at the same time. And like looking out on a lake where there's fish and turtles and all kinds of things kind of breaking the surface of the water, and there's little ripples. Those ripples may be the physical sensations that you're experiencing in your body at the moment. As one of those ripples appears, so maybe that's in the form of an itch, take your attention there, notice the itch, and become curious about it. And what I mean by that is that it's as if you take a magnifying glass or a microscope and you examine that itch all the way down to the finest details of the itch. And just kind of play around with that for the next few moments, going from one physical sensation to another. Try to resist the urge to do anything about any uncomfortable sensations. See if you can stick with them for a little bit longer than maybe you would have otherwise. If at some point it becomes way too uncomfortable, you can move on to another sensation. That's perfectly okay to do. As you relax into the body, go ahead and separate the jaw a little bit while keeping the mouth closed. So just making a little bit of space between the teeth. Notice if there's any positive valence of just that single practice. Relaxing the jaw, separating the teeth. What does that feel like? So right now, your attention is scanning the body, noticing any sensation. When it finds a sensation, it lands there for a few seconds. Really examines it with curiosity. And at this point, you can also start to assess the valence of the experience. So you notice the sensation, and you determine whether it has a positive or pleasant, neutral or negative, unpleasant valence. And you just label it and see what happens when you label it. Oftentimes when we label it, it has a different effect on us. Try not to strive too hard. Just allow your attention to scan through the body. Let it be a gentle attention. It's not rushing. It's just noticing what's currently available. If you have a lot of sensation coming at you at the same time, just choose one. Don't feel like you have to recognize everything that's happening. This is a good practice because there are some sounds outside. You may notice those sounds. If you do, just gently bring your attention back to the practice of noticing the body. And at this point, if you've noticed fidgeting in the body, let's go ahead and spend the next couple of minutes being completely still, relaxing all the muscles in the face, and noticing if that stillness, in addition to the muscle relaxation, brings about any sort of relief, even subtle relief. If at any point you need to take a deep breath, you can do that. And if there's a relief present in the deep breath, just take note of that. Maybe just taking a moment and experiencing a respite from the daily life. All of the stressors, just being here in this moment, just for about 10 minutes, provides relief. And at this point, you can open your eyes, reorient to the room. And the goal over the course of the next week is to notice moments throughout your day that you can pause and check in and even promote relief in your body. One of the ways that I do this throughout the day is every door that I walk through, and even if the door opens on its own, closes on its own, I'm not talking about sliding glass doors, but doors with a handle. When I walk through the door, I feel the door handle. I walk through slowly. I turn around and I close the door slowly. And I take that as an opportunity to bring relief into my nervous system that is activated already. Think about how many times we walk through a door or open a cabinet or open a box. It's probably hundreds of times. For some people, maybe thousands of times. That is a great opportunity to take 5 seconds, 10 seconds at the most, to check in with the body, promote rest, and offer yourself a moment of relief. And it has a huge impact on not only our nervous system in the very moment, but also the way we interface with other people, and also has a direct impact on our sleep because of the reduction of stress hormones. So try this on for size this week, and I look forward to chatting with you next Sunday about how it went for you. Have a great one.